12 bad habits to quit right away. Like I said earlier, bad habits become a part of our life due to the lifestyle we adopt. But, before we take the necessary steps to break these bad habits, the most important thing is to understand which ones are really bad for your life. Let us look at some of these habits below. 1. Being late. Certain people tend to be late on every occasion. This tendency can have dreadful effects on your life. The very first thing is it can make you a compulsory procrastinator. People never take your word for granted and always expect you to never be on time. This may make them feel that you are not a dependable person. Also, being late can be detrimental for you as you have created this bad habit of never being on time, which can make your life difficult when you wish to arrive at a certain place on time. 2. Being too hard on yourself. There will be times when you just can't complete your work in a timely fashion. It could be because of a work, family or other kind of emergency. If this is the case, don't harp on the situation. Sometimes that's just how things go. So, what can you do? Get yourself refocused. Pick up where you last left off and continue on with your work. Complaining won't get things done. 3. Being with people who don't appreciate you. The human mind is such that it longs for people who appreciate you. If you are in the company of people who do not appreciate you, it can worsen your life. This is such a bad habit that can make you underestimate yourself and do things much lower than your potential. The best thing to counter this bad habit is by making friends with people who appreciate you for who you are. 4. Leaving things to the last minute. This is a bad habit even worse than procrastination, as you find it fascinating to do things at the last minute. The reason is that it gives you the adrenaline rush. This is a very bad habit which can make you lose everything you have got, including your family and friends. 5. Focusing on the negatives. People who have the habit of concentrating only on the negative end up facing only negative circumstances in their life. This is a never-ending circle of bad habits. The more you try to end this bad habit, the more you get drenched in it. The best thing that you can ever do to break this bad habit is by counting your blessing instead of the negative things happening in your life. 6. Multitasking. Working on a report, surfing the net, talking on the phone with your client and texting your boss. Task overload. Stop trying to do so many different things at once. You'll get your work done faster if you do things one at a time, carefully. 7. Loafing. One of the hardest, and the most obvious, parts of achieving success is the actual work. Procrastinating, making excuses or tricking yourself into loafing is just going to cement the fact that nothing will ever get done. It might not sound pretty, or even too easy, but the easiest way to get to success is to just jump in and get going. 8. Blaming. It's not my fault I'm not successful. The industry is bad, I don't have the money, etc. When it comes down to it, however, who is the one responsible for their success? Themselves. This is the day and age where people are launching successful startups in a few months, getting published online and finding their way to success one way or another. 9. Sour grapes. Being envious of the success of others is almost as bad as blaming them. All the time and energy you could be putting into your own goals is going towards a person who more than likely has done nothing but show you that the goal is attainable. You don't have to be applauding their success, but being envious and sour about it is a waste of time. Let it roll off the shoulders and dig down towards accomplishing goals. 10. Minimizing others' success. Again, you don't have to be cheering and raving about the success of others, but minimizing others' accomplishments looks bad on you and on your own goals. If you attained success, would you want others rolling their eyes and treating it like it is not a big deal in the slightest? 11. Making assumptions. You know what they say about the word assume, it makes it, inappropriate word I'll leave out of this article, out of you and me. Unsuccessful people are the best at making assumptions without considering other outlets or opportunities. 12. Spending your entire day planning. Do you stare at your schedule, thinking about how best to use every last minute of your day? While planning is an important part of work, it's not the only part.